Hi, this is Petr Kunz. Uh, I am sending greetings from Prague. I'm sitting in Prague right now, and through the next hour and about 10, 15 minutes, I will guide you through the news and updates in the latest release, Notes and Domino version 12. I will focus on new things. It means we will not cover something that was introduced, last year or 6 months ago. It will be pure new features and update in version 12. There are a bunch of them, so I split it. I categorized it into news for users, for end users, news and updates for administrators, for admins, those who take care about servers, infrastructure, and security, and also news for those people who develop for and with Domino, who develop nodes and web applications. So let's start with the first part. What is new for users, for end users that work with Nodes and Domino, with Nodes and Domino every day? I created a personas. I created a 6 personas. This is Mary. This is Marie. She works in procurement as a supply chain manager, and she works with Notes client every day. So what does it mean for her? How Notes 12 can help her in their daily work? First, we updated design. We always try to make notes look nice, so we updated workspace as well as some templates. This is new workspace in Notes version 12 client. You can see there are circles instead of squares. It is somehow tweaked, maybe some new fonts, some background, wallpaper, and so on. Just few hints. If there is a circle around a application icon, it means there are more replicas for this icon. So, and if you move mouse over, you can select whether you want to work with replica on server A, server B, local replica, and so on. So this is for quick guidance that there are maybe local replicas for this specific application. And if you want, you can minimize the left sidebar from just icons to icons and names. We updated templates for some existing applications, and for applications that already exist in Domino, we updated forms and views that end users approach the most. Let me show you an example. This is my Notes client version 12 on Windows. And for example, what we updated that people work with. People, person document. Sometimes people come and join and open document to update password, to update some information. So this is the updated form for them. Let me show you some new design that we use in applications. Resource reservation, this one. Nice looking application with left side navigation. We use similar user interface in, for example, backup database or cert store that I will cover later in admin section. So you can see we are working on user interface as well. This is how new mail template looks in Notes client, with right side with calendar or chat on the right side, and multiple workspaces split and controlled on the left side. Let me show you some of them, not all, but some of them. Some features or additions that we added to make life of everyday users a little bit easier. First is changing the name of sender. Sometimes you want to change on which behalf the email is sent. For example, by default, it's me, super admin space. But I want to, if I send it to internet, maybe I want to send it with this short name, essay sender, or this one, or in person document, I can have some aliases like webmaster, admin, support, help desk. And if it is in my personal address book, I can see it and use it, and it means I can sign email as yes, this came from webmaster at company.com. The same choosing sender feature we added for mailing databases. So you can decide if, for example, some help desk database or info at company.com mailing database, you can decide if you send email as John Smith or info mailing database. It's up to you, and the owner of the mailing database set it up. Marie works often with folders in her mailbox. She collects and stores every information into folder based on customer name or partner name or project name. So if there is something in inbox and it is done, she stores it into one of these folders. Now, part of the Notes client is extension called Swift file. Some of you maybe use it in the past. Now it is now part of the Notes, and we even included some enhancement for this Swift file. And basically, after some times of usage, the Swift file tries to figure out into which folder you very likely would store the selected email. So if you open an email, Swift file analyze the content and suggest you 3 folders into which you can quickly, by simply just click, you can simply move the file, move the mail into the folder. If none of these 3 is okay, you can still click on folder and move it manually, but it is working for majority of the time. So this is another improvement that can make working with mail in version 12 a little bit easier. This one is for big companies. For those of you that are from big companies, corporations that work with that organize meetings very often, that invite other to the calendar events or receive invitation. In the past, in the previous version, we added feature called invite others. This was requested by many customers, and it allowed end user like Frank, if Frank is invited by Marie to a meeting, and Frank would like to invite also Peter. So Frank can just simply click on the button invite others, select Peter, and Peter is invited together with Frank to the meeting organized by Marie. Until version 12, this worked only if the people were from one company, that they all use Domino and for internal invitation, not for internet. Since version 12, you can invite others also to meetings created by other people than from your internal company. So this is great enhancement. And if someone from external company invites you and you want your colleague to come with you, you can use this feature. For working with text in typing emails or also in other notes applications, you can use something that people know from word processing documents from text editors, like, hey, hey, I want this format, like blue, italics, size 14. I want to copy this style and apply this style to the remaining paragraphs. So with this new button, you can do this in Notes version 12 client. We continuously improve forms for new mails, for new calendar invitations, or new to-do. So this is the latest one. We try to accommodate it and to arrange all the requested fields to the screen so they are enhanced, and at the same time they do not make the form overcrowded and messy. So this is our latest calendar form. Speaking about calendar form, this is completely new, which we added, and it was a little bit secret for before our announcement. And we created an extension, free extension for those who use version 12 or version 11 Notes clients. Let me show you. Calendar, and I will start calendar invitation for tomorrow. It is about project series. I want to invite local people as well as people from external company, and we will do it online. I mean, in same time, or Zoom, or Teams, or Cisco WebEx. And before this integration, before this enhancement to Notes and Domino, I would have to open my meeting interface, or Zoom, or Cisco, copy the link, this one, copy meeting link, which would be this one, and paste it into the calendar invitation, do it manually, and so on. With this and this extension, I can simply click, hey, add me same time meeting. It connects through same time API. It connects to same time server and creates a meeting just for me, just for this project series external webinar, just for this one. And once people receive the invitation and tomorrow 9 a.m. They will receive, hey, there is new calendar invitation. They just click on the URL and join the same time meeting, and the owner will start the same time meeting, like this one I am in. That's it, quick. The integration between Notes and Notes client and same time is still, even after the meeting is created, I can update or delete it. If I delete, yeah, this meeting is no more needed. Please delete the invitation as well as the meeting room. I just refresh. You see, there are just two original meetings. This is available for free. There is a link. There is a project link, and you can not only use it with the same time, but also with Zoom, GoToMeeting, WebEx, and Teams. And it is configured per user. Each user in his mailbox has this view, online meeting, and he or she can create credentials for all those 5 supported web conferencing vendors. There is no password store. End users do not need to be worried about security. A token is created as exchange between Notes client and server, and it is stored and password is not stored in plain text. There is a token that is used for this integration. So end users do not need to be worried that that they WebEx or same time password is stored somewhere in the mailbox. It is not. So this is available right now for all users with version 12 or version 11 spec 3, I think, the latest version of Notes 11 client. We enhanced and added improvements to full text search. Some sort of like give me hint of last searches that I did or last application that I open or last subject that I received. If I click on it, last recent apps that I open, it can type ahead people by first name or last name, and so on. So this is enhancement in search and in full text. And even you can filter results, show me results only for this week, this month, show me results that has attachment only, and so on. And last but not least, for Marie, some benefit for Marie, we made a client to start pretty fast. This is recording. It is not fast, 4.6 seconds from nothing to fully started Notes client. This is really big. Our development team optimized the client, removes the code that is not necessary anymore, and fasten up what is in the client. Let me introduce Marek, another end user. He's from sales. Territory sales leader. He's responsible, for example, for banking in Poland. And it means he's traveling a lot. He spends just a few time in the office, but he's in the car, on customer place. He works from cafe, from hotel, so on. And it means he starts an application from time to time, and he prefers flexibility and mobility. Marek can use another type of Notes client, which is Verse. This is Verse. At first sight, you can see, hey, it looks almost the same as a Notes client. There is list of folders on the left side, list of emails, detail of the emails. But it runs on web. It runs on web browser only. The latest version is 2.1. We release a new version approximately every 3, 4, 5 months. And this is version. This is the version from April. Let me show you just a few updates that people asked for. Photo profile, adding photo into your user profile. Simply just click, change my picture, and you can either take your picture in here or upload from file if you want. And it is stored in person document in names NSF and used in same time and other applications. In the past, you would have to do either some tweaking or hacking or use separate connections deployment next to Domino. So now for photos, you just need out of the box Domino support. We added, let me check, photos, web application. Yeah, same time chat integration. If you move over on people's bubbles, you can see, hey, Peter is online, that's me, and by just clicking, you can start chatting, instant messaging with these people, and you will use the latest same time user interface. In the previous version, it used the same time 9 user interface, and now this is nice from same time version 11. Often people ask for mail rules. They would like to modify, update, and create mail rules, not from iNotes, nor full Notes client. Mail rules, this one. Mail rules, I've got one. And right from Notes, from Verse web client, you can create and modify mail rules and create conditions that will be taken under consideration and while sorting incoming emails. Yes, done. And last but not least, we added a possibility to use application as a standalone desktop app. Let me show you my bar, and Verse in here is a standalone application that I can run, and it will look and behaves like a standalone desktop application. Behind the curtain, there is still Chrome, there is still web browser running all of this, but now it is independent to my web browser, and I can make it run and open all the day. So that's Verse for Marek. And you probably know the Verse from previous year. But what is fresh new is Nomad desktop client. Nomad for web complements the set of clients that end users can use accessing Domino applications. First two on the first line, basic client and standard client, they are here for decades, like for this one, for example, for 10 years, this one for 25 years. And in the past years, we added Nomad for mobile. I will not show it right now because we did it in previous session. But what I will show you is Nomad for web that was introduced and launched during version 12 launch. There is version 1.0 right now. And Nomad Web is for running, for opening, managing, and running Domino applications, Notes applications in web browser without the need to rewrite application on server side or without install some plugins or extensions or some special clients on end user PC. Let me show you. This is it. This is Nomad. I just refresh to check if I'm still again, and this is how fast it starts. You saw it was just, I don't know, 2-3 seconds, and Notes client is here. It first offers me 12 recently used applications that I used the last time because they assume, hey, if you use something very often, you will very likely use it today as well. So those are the applications that you used recently. If you want, you can switch to good old Workspace and start applications from here. Let me open one application for you. This is a Notes application open in web browser in Nomad Web Client. Nothing is installed, and the security is full in. When I started Nomad Web for the first time, I had to provide password for my Notes ID, and the whole connection and conversation between client and server is encrypted. HCL is honored. ECL, everything that you know from Notes client regarding security works in Nomad as well. And this application, if you look at this application in Notes client, it is this one, and you can see it is almost one-to-one. It is one-to-one what is in Notes client and what is in web. So this is the edition. You do not need to install anything on the user side, but admins has to add a new server, a new component, a new virtual machine with Nomad and SafeLinks installed on it. We are moving from user news to admin news. Now let me introduce Martin. Martin is IT guy. He works in IT department for many years, and he's senior Domino administrator. He takes care about Domino, about backup, security, support, and everything related Domino collaboration platform. With version 12, he got his life a little bit easier by utilizing these updates we added to Domino directory, to names NSF. For example, so let me switch to admin, this one, space directory. Martin, IT guy, works with user policies a lot. So if he sets a policy for external user, mobile user, for a user in branch in Brno or Krakow, and something is wrong, he would like to check, hey, is this guy really assigned to this policy, or is this guy really in this group, or something like this? And now we can just open person document, click find groups, and this is a generated list of all groups that selected person, in this case superadmin, is member of, either directly or indirectly through nested groups. So you can see that, for example, in he's member of Vault authors because he's member of local domain admins. And if you click on it, you can get directly to this group and manage and update if needed. Similar thing is for servers. Server document, and I would like, as an admin, I would like to know to which configuration document this server is connected to, because it could be more than one. Click find server config. Now there are two, one generic and one specific. So open this one for me so I can do updates. That's nice. That's quick and make life easier. Similar thing is for mail, for view with mail in databases. Simply click and open the database that the document you are looking at right now. Better configuration of HTTP services. If you access access names NSF through web browser, you can now do this, with full features. No more Java applets is needed. So this is record from the latest version 12, names NSF open in web browser, and we enhanced auto-populated groups where Martin can create a groups where membership is not static, like Frank, Marie, John, and Peter is member of sales group, but instead of this, I can create a DAP string and populate the group automatically based on some formula, like fill in all people that have department equals sales in his or her personal address book, and city is Brno, for example. So I've got all salespeople in Brno, and I can name the group sales department Brno. This is new in version 12. Martin, an admin guy, was asked by his peers from security team, hey, Notes client is secure enough because you need Notes, you need user ID and password, but for web access, we would like to add more security, not just username and password. Please add, another factor to this web authentication. And in version 12, Martin can simply implement this two-factor authentication via time-based one-time password, TOTP. This is how it works. Once it is enabled, a user has to type not only username and password, but also 6-digit numbers that are valid for 30 seconds, for half a minute. And this is connected to the Domino server, and you can use any TOTP compatible application from your app store, either on Android or iPhone. I will need it soon, so let me try this one. I will log as Peter. I hope this password is correct, but I have to type 6 digits. So I'm taking my iPhone and typing 143945. I hope this, yeah, 6 digits, and that's me. I am in my email and I can access it. Without these 6 digits, I can't do that. For admins, Martin is glad that he doesn't need to provide or buy some third-party tool, and it is very easy to implement in Domino version 12. It's just really three forms to set up this TOTP login form and authentication. Speaking about security and logging, this, if Martin implements this, more secure login, not just username and password, he for sure has to use HTTPS certificates, TLS certificates, and so on. Until now, since like last 5-6 years, managing certificates, TLS certificates, HTTPS certificates for Domino server was a little bit tricky. There were command line tools, Key tool, OpenSSL, and so on. And for very senior Domino admins who remember how it used to work since version 4 until like version 9, those who are familiar with this interface, now we are doing similar right now. So in version 12, we moved the Key tool, OpenSSL, and Key tool command line tasks from terminal to Notes NSF application again. And this is how it looks. I'm admin. I'm Martin. This one. There is a new task called CertMgr, Certificate Manager, and new application called Cert Store, Certificate Store. This is how it looks like. Right now, there is already one certificate for my Domino. The Domino is has named Domino version 12, Peter.net, and in version 12, it take me literally seconds to get a publicly accepted TLS certificate for my Domino SA web server. It uses integration with Let's Encrypt. If you are admin or security guy, you probably know about it. It's a free open certificate authority that provides certificates for 3 months, for 90 days. And the root certificates are accepted in all current browsers. So this is good if you would like to prohibit errors and warnings in browsers. Hey, this certificate is not trusted. Do you want to explicitly trust it? Yes, no, and so on. So let me show you how I can do this. I will delete this credential. No, before that, I just copy so I do not make. this one. Now I delete. Ta-da! Delete, done. And I'm admin, creating certificate for my server. Server listens on this host name. So I set it as a host name and common name. So it matches the certificate. And Domino that hosts this external host name is this one, Orion. Submit and done. Submitted. Now I will wait up to 30 seconds. When there is a task, Cert Manager, it is triggered, one request is asked, and it connects certificate authority, refresh, and it is done. Now it is done, and it even automatically restart HTTP server. So it is even more helping for a admin. So by just typing host name and specifying the Orion as a domino server that will host this website, that's it. I've got a certificate, and if I do refresh, if I do reload, show me certificate valid, you see it is today 8 July, and it is released, and the certification pass is fully trusted. So this is great addition to version 12, speaking about managing certificates. One note: if you have your own certificate authority, not Let's Encrypt, that is out of the box, you still this is what you still can use it, but in this case you will use copy and paste in the certificate store database. In this case, if you would like to ask for not for Let's Encrypt, but for your own provider, it will create a set of security keys, certificate request that you will copy paste into your, could be Microsoft, could be other vendor, local CA. The CA will certify your request, and then you will copy paste it back. It is all in NSF, and you just copy paste these type of text between Domino and certificate authority. So not only with Let's Encrypt you can use it, but also with other certificate authorities. Our Martin, Domino IT guy, is responsible for backup, for backing names, NSF databases regularly, every day and every week. And for him, we created a new backup and restore task that is part of the Domino 12 out of the box. This is how backup works right now. This is how it works right now. Domino is not a static set of static files. It's a living database structure, and all NSF that are open cannot be backup in open state. They should be put into the ready for backup state, and then backup by external backup software. Very often this software needs something like backup agent for Domino. For mail, it has different names, but it means that this backup software can backup Domino databases live while Domino server is up and running. But it means sometimes user has to pay for this, because usually there is one price for generic backup software and additional price for all add-ons and extensions for backing up SQL servers, mail servers, and so on. So we did change, and in version 12, we moved this red part from right to left next to the domino, and we created a backup controller that is controlled and managed through backup NSF database. And based on our settings, this controller will create NSF, NTF, and transaction log to a specific place, to a specific folder in a local disk structure, and it can inform backup software, hey, I prepared for you a set of files. Now you can backup, and you can backup them as a static operating system files, because backup controller created a safe version ready for backup by your backup software. Let me show you it live. This is it. I've got backup database. I already ran backup once, and the backup is really easy. It's like load backup. So you can set it as a scheduled task in your program document, like every 3 a.m. in the morning, run backup, and based on your configuration, it will backup into C backup files, transaction log, NSF log, and so on. So let me show you. I will force backup right now. Load backup. Ta-da. And it's done. Note, important. This backup, as I said, it is a preparation for third-party backup tool that will take and do full backup of the application that I prepared for him. And it means it creates, it is doing backup right now. It creates all copies of NSF and TF, even if there are no changes between today, yesterday, or day before. So if I compare these sites that I did, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, they are almost the same. So it always does the full backup. Now I can check and see backups. And if I want to do restore, let me show how restore works. I've got mail application. This is mine for super admin. I've got one email in inbox, and I've got 2 emails in this sales folder. With this domino-based backup, I can not only restore the whole application, the whole NSF, into some C/restore folder, but I can restore missing documents into the existing application. So the most typical usage of backup is a user accidentally delete. Let me show. I will delete this one and this one, and the empty trash, and even delete the sales folder. I will even remove the sales folder. Okay, so now it is completely done. And now this user came to me as a admin, came to Martin and asked, hey, I don't know what I did, but my complete sales folder is missing. So please, can you restore it? Admin can do that. He just find the application. So mail, it is this one, super admin. You can see, yeah, it was updated, this today or 14 days ago. I can restore. Yeah, and the answer, yes, Mr. User, I can restore it for you. You probably want the latest time, the most up to date. So this is current date, and there are multiple backups. If I do not want to, think this one is newer, this one is later, I can just simply select the later one. And I want to restore, here it is, restored folders and docs, because user said, hey, I deleted some emails and folders, and if I want, I can create a specific folder that will gather list of all restored folders. That's it. Submit. Ta-da. Now I can wait. Now I can create 1, 2, 3 more requests for restore. Once it is done, run. Database is temporarily restored in here. You can see 1351. It is just today. There is also message in console. Restore started, restoring restore as admin, new DB ID replication is disabled for security and so on, da-da-da. And refresh, done. Report, let me check report. 1 folder restored and 2 documents, 2 emails restored. So I will call the user, hey, please check your email. He opens the email, and ta-da, he sees sales with two missing documents that he accidentally deleted. And optionally, I created this folder restore documents. Yes, that collects all documents that were restored from the backup. And in email from inbox is still sits here. So this is Domino backup ready and part of version 12, Domino version 12. If you are Domino admin, please spend some time with experimenting and playing with this backup. And for admins, just a few notes. If Martin, our Domino admin, used DAOs in previous version, he probably did. So in version 8, 9, or 10, he was able to use DAOs on one server in one layer, like attachment that is bigger than some threshold is moved to some C/DAOs or some other external storage. In last version, we added a second tier, DAOs tier 2, that moved attachments or files, those NLO objects, from first tier to second tier that could be cheap S3 compatible storage either in cloud or on local premises. And now we go even further and we can share encryption key because all attachments are encrypted. And now we can share the second tier across multiple servers. So if you have, for example, cluster and attachment proposal.pdf, attachment proposal.pdf was stored in tier 1 on both servers, and after 30 days it is moved to tier 2. Domino recognized, Domino in version 12 recognized, hey, this proposal PDF is already stored in tier 2, so I just connect to it and will not create another copy. So this is a great way how to deduplicate even more than just using one tier. Another nice example of how we enhanced and improve the features that we introduced in version 11 is DIRSync, or directory synchronization. This is a tool that allows admin to synchronize one way user and group data from Active Directory to Domino directory, one way. And in version 11, in previous version, we were not able to synchronize passwords. Now in version 12, you can synchronize and store Active Directory password into Domino directory, either primary or secondary one, and user can utilize that they share one password across Active Directory and Domino directory. So this is, if you are using DIRSync in version 11, please explore this feature, and if it is if it will be valuable for you, you can turn it on and set it up. And last section or last slide for admin section is small addition for those admins that has to track and check every year. Hey, how many licenses do we need? Do we have 520 or 540 users? We've got some new hires, but also some people left. So I don't know. I don't know what is the actual number. So there is in version 12, there is new database in entitlement tracking. It runs automatically. You just read it, and it scans all HCL in all databases across all servers in the domain and checks. And if the user, like John Smith, has some access to a database, he do like check mark, yeah, and it means, hey, for John Smith, you need a license because John Smith has access to Domino server, and you are licensed per user. So, and John Smith is Domino user, so you need license for John Smith. You can see it collects all the HCL entries, even those that are from external companies. Never mind, but because if you do show me entitlement by domain, it will calculate only real people from my real address book, and those people that have access, that have password and can. So it means I would pay for six licenses, 6 user licenses according to these license tracking. Last part, we are moving to the third section, and it is for developers. It is for developers, and we have Hannah. Hannah is a Domino developer, experienced Domino developer. She knows Lotus script, she knows Lotus formulas, she developed application for years. And this is what version 12 brings as an innovation to her work. DQL, Domino Query Language, we introduced back in version 10. It was improved in version 11, and in version 12, we added support for formula language. So experienced Domino admins that use formula language in the NSF applications every day can now use it in modern DQL. And on this page, on this screen, it is like a little bit funny because it combines the oldest design language in Domino, in Lotus Notes version, I don't know, 1 or 2, where Lotus formula were introduced. So it makes 30 years old Lotus formula with the latest and newest DQL language, and it still works together. And this is a great demonstration of backward compatibility and protection of your investment in Domino. Domino developers can also utilize completely new script, Lotus script class Notes Query Result Processor that can merge and sort queries even from multiple databases. Here is a nice article and nice presentation, and Ulrich Krause presented it on some sessions. So please explore if you want to mix and merge queries from multiple NSF databases. This is a tool for you. New in version 12 for Domino designers is support for transactions. If you have a set of tasks that has to be processed all at once or none of them, you can use these 3 new methods: transaction begin, transaction commit, and it can be done, or transaction rollback, or not typing commit means rollback, and all what was done since begin is cancelled and rolled back. So this is a new addition to Lotus script. If you have need for transactions in your NSF databases, this is the way how you can use it. For X pages, we added support for Bootstrap 4.4. developers ask for it. And in user part, in user section, I mentioned we have a Nomad for mobile application, Nomad for web, and Nomad takes the NSF as it is and shows it in tablet, smartphone, or web browser. And if it is in tablet or smartphone, it means you have to somehow modify what is shown, because on this small screen, you often do not want to display all columns, all rows, all fields in the form. And that's why we introduce these checkboxes to hide or show some action button, columns, and so on, or even ways how to calculate via platform command, how to calculate screen resolution. And it means you can call these commands. And for example, if resolution is less than 400 pixels, then hide this column because it is too small. It is probably on iPhone, and I do not want to show this column. Show it only on desktop where the resolution is big enough. And this is the example that it works, that what was intended for mobile development at first, it really works in web and in Nomad web. So in this demo application, there is called, we've got this height, this width, and it is web browser. So I can even know whether it is mobile, it is Android, it is iPhone, it is tablet, it is web. So all of this is new in version 12, and you can use it. Which means that with Nomad, all Domino developers become overnight web developers and mobile app developers. So you can use Lotus script and Lotus formulas and develop application not only for Notes, for Notes client, but as well as for mobile and web applications. Another virtual person in my developer section is Teresa. And please note, she doesn't work in development. She doesn't work in IT. She's in marketing, and she works with Excel forms, processing responses from customers, from partners. She has to create registration forms, customer satisfaction forms, and all type of input gathering requests. For Teresa, we have Domino Vault, a application or extension to Domino that allows you to create web applications that runs on Domino, are secured in Domino, and are assembled in web browser and also run in web browser. First version of Domino was released a year ago, last April, I think April 2020, last year. And since then we released four versions. We released four versions. You can create a different type of applications if you play with the design cascading style sheets and so on. You can create the application that looks like this one. What is new is that we launched Showroom, a ready-to-use application, a catalog. If you click on the link, you got the Showroom. Yeah. And you can not only check and be motivated what can be done in Vault, but you can even download the application. You can download, deploy it in your Vault server in your company, modify, play with it, explore, learn, copy paste some code and anything. And each application in this showcase has some description, maybe some short videos, some slides. You can see this looks like some light CRM built in Vault in Domino. There are registration forms, monitoring, for input processing, that application that connects to backend, to Salesforce or Microsoft CRM, and present information into some nice integrated form or something like this. So this is completely new showroom, and I will show you live the latest addition to Vault, to version Vault, that is related to integration with Domino, because this is Domino section. So in, I think I've got it, Domino. Okay, password. It runs on Domino, so it uses the same security authentication as Domino, and I'm logging as Peter. 1, 3. I hope it is okay. Yes. This is Vault. It runs on Domino. You can see it runs on Domino, not on the separated server, exactly on Domino. And I've got yes, this self-service. I created the application. I'm not a Domino developer, yet I'm not afraid of technology. And so I was able to, combine and assemble this web application that shows integration between Vault and Domino. First is integration between something that is on every Domino, which is Domino directory, and this form shows that you can pull information from all the important fields, from names NSF, not only for me, but as well as for someone who is my manager or my assistant. I've got 2 people, and it shows me, okay, this is me, and also my manager name and assistant name. This is all taken from names NSF online. If I do refresh, you can see that it is downloaded in 2 waves. Something is immediately, then is photo, and then my manager name, but all automatically. Besides names NSF, you have custom databases. You have custom NSF databases, and Vault can connect to them as well. Let me show you one database that I created. It's very simple. Benefits. HR benefits for people, where they can set type of benefits that the company provides, like meal tickets, whether I want meal tickets or meal allowance, whether I want to, some subvention for transport, healthcare for me, my family, my kids, my children, or something. I created this simple form and put different types of fields, like select one, select many, drop down, just text, and so on. And with Vault and no coding, it is just integration, it is just pairing from left to right, pair this field with another field. I can pull benefits, sorry. I can pull information from that NSF. This is list of people in my Domino directory. There are 6 people in Domino directory. And if I click on someone, let me click on me, Peter Kunz. This is pulled for Peter Kunz from this database. So there is meal ticket, bookstore, and no. Meal ticket, bookstore, and no. I can update it. Allowance, online library, yes. Update. There is a message, document updated. So let me check if it is really written in real time in NSF. Yes, allowance online, yes. If someone, super admin has profile as well, but Ben Parker, no. For Ben Parker, there is no record. But with Vault, and this front end application I can create. There are no benefits. You can create. So let's meal allowance, yes, and for all 3 kids, update. Document was created. Ben Parker, and to have the full CRUD, create, read, update, delete. So to have all CRUD features, let me show the delete. Okay, so Ben Parker is this one. Delete. Document deleted successfully. Tada, deleted. So version, the last version of Vault, version from April this year, allows you to not only read-only access names NSF and got group membership and my name, position, job role, phone, email, and so on, but also access to a generic NSF that you have on the same server because Vault runs on Domino. And you can not only read, but delete, update, and create. This was added in April. And you can also run agents, run backend agents to do some recalculation and to do some updates of the data in NSF. And last person, because we have 3 types of person in development section. First one was Domino developer. This was Hannah. Then was a lady from marketing that doesn't know how to code, but she can assemble and create a forms. And the last one is David. He's again from IT department, so pure developer, but he's not much into designing Domino only apps. He knows all these web development languages and JavaScript and NoSQL and React and Angular and so on. And he treats Domino as a source of data, as a secure source of data. And for David, we have a completely new addition to our Notes and Domino family. It is the official name is Domino REST, and the code name is Keep. So you probably know it as or will met it on the internet as a Domino Keep or Keep project. But if you would like to download, you can download it from FlexNet right now as a preview version. So the official name is Domino REST API, and it is a tool. It is like middleman. It's a tool that on the left side, this is Keep, and on left side, it connects to Domino databases, to Domino NSF, using well-documented and well settled and mature C API. But this C API could be complex for those web developers. So Keep translates it and provides to external world as common REST API. Let me show you. I download it and install it. It runs in Docker, actually in Docker container in my laptop, and it should be yes, that's it. And this is where it runs. Actually, this is my command line, and let me check if I'm still logged in. Yes, this is configuration pane. You first have to set which databases, which NSF databases you would like to explore. You would like to allow be explored by REST API. Names is by default, and I created this demo database. And in the database, you can select which forms, views, and agents you want to explore, and they are available through REST API. And so I created this demo. Now, if I go back, or I can start a new session, Keep. Let me check this one. This is Swagger, a tool for for documenting and testing REST API. So if web developers are watching this, this is no for them. First, I have to authenticate. So I will authenticate as Peter Kunz. First is password. This is not tricky, and my name. They will the developers will use these REST calls in their code. This is for testing. Yeah, I've got it. I've got token, and now with this token, I can create and use all the JVT token. This one. Yes, authorized. Close. Now you can see it is now locked down, and I can use it. And let me show you. Hey, show me a list of databases that are available for query by REST. Execute. Tada! I've got them. It's names, and it's this demo NSF that I just did. So with this call, if this REST call is used in web application or some integration tool, this is the response in JSON, and they can parse it and use for later for additional commands. Like for example, give me list, maybe list of folders. This one for application. My application is demo. Give me demo, and now it is customers marketing info sample Chinese customers. This is what I defined in these views and agents. Chinese customers, customer samples, marketing all. This is what I got in here. And this is the way how developers can use it. But it is also for business users, because when we project team develop it, they said, okay, we will provide it not only for REST, but as well as for open data, for OData. So if I took, and let me check if it will work without restarting, keep OData is one. I need Excel, because Excel in Windows supports open data. File, no. Data, get data from other sources, from OData. This one. Yeah. So let me show you this, how it works on top basic. I just restart it and show you, because this is really nice. This is how you can use access from Excel or other open data consumer, and you can access NSF documents stored in REST. It is available right now. Before it starts, before it refreshes, it is available right now. You can get access to the documentation, and it is available for download from FlexNet. It is still early access, so not officially supported. And sorry, if I open now, I can start. And this is the documentation, and it will show you how you can start, how you can deploy it on Docker. It is simple to download, and how you can use it in Excel, how you can use it in Swagger. That first you have to log in, paste cookie, paste JWT to cookie, and also in Postman a tool for managing and playing with the rest. So for Domino, this is for Domino developers or generic developers. This is a great tool, great addition, and many developers were waiting for this. Until they could use it. Now let me check if Excel works now, and if not, then I will show you at least screenshot. I will not play with that. So this is it. This is what I took yesterday when I connected to it and select the view. You can see it's really source for Domino. You can see this is, so there are units, and you can filter, then play, categorize, and play with it, do pivot tables, everything in Excel. And core data still stays in Domino. So that's it. We covered news in Notes and Domino. We focused on what is new in user part, what is new in administration part, including new backup, new security certificate management, and we spent some time with what is new for developers and all kinds of developers. The classic Nodes NSF developers, those developers that rather assemble application involved, or completely new tool Domino Keep that is available for those who develop and integrate Domino into other company systems.